Good morning to one and all present here. On behalf of the Embassy of India, it is my honor and privilege to welcome you all to the celebration of India's 77th Republic Day. We would begin the celebration by unfurling the national flag by Ambassador of India to France and Principality of Monaco, Shri Sanjeev Singla.
हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय
I now request everyone to join us.
May I now request Ambassador to kindly read out the message of Honorable Rashtrapati.
Yeah. Namaskar. My greetings to all of you on the 77th Republic Day. I'll now read out excerpts from the address by Honorable Rashtrapati Ji, Srimati Draupadi Murmu, that she gave yesterday evening. And I quote, मेरे प्यारे देशवासियों, नमस्कार. देश और विदेश में रहने वाले हम भारत के लोग उत्साह के साथ गणतंत्र दिवस का उत्सव मनाने जा रहे हैं. मैं आप सभी को गणतंत्र दिवस के राष्ट्रीय पर्व की हार्दिक बधाई देती हूँ. गणतंत्र दिवस का पावन पर्व हमारे अतीत, वर्तमान और भविष्य में देश की दशा और दिशा का अवलोकन करने का अवसर होता है. स्वाधीनता संग्राम के बल पर 15 अगस्त 1947 के दिन से हमारे देश की दशा बदली. भारत स्वाधीन हुआ. हम अपनी राष्ट्रीय नियति के निर्माता बने. Since 26 January 1950, we've been propelling our republic towards our constitutional ideals. On that day, our constitution was fully enforced. Bharat, the birthplace of democracy, was unshackled from the dominion system, and our democratic republic came into existence. Our constitution is the foundational document of the largest republic in the world's history. The ideals of justice, liberty, equality, and fraternity enshrined in our constitution define our republic. The framers of the constitution provided a strong bedrock for the spirit of nationalism and the unity of the country through constitutional provisions, unquote. The Honorable Rashtrapati then paid tributes to Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, whose 150th birth anniversary a grateful nation enthusiastically celebrated last year on 31st October, to Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, whose Jayanti is celebrated as Parakram Divas since 2021, as also to Baba Saheb Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar, who believed that the exercise of the right to vote leads to political education. She reminded us that 25th January is celebrated as National Voters' Day, and that the Constitution of India is now available in all Indian languages in the 8th schedule. Recalling the 150 years of the composition of our national song Vande Mataram, she said, and I quote, "This song, which is a prayer to the divine form of Bharat Mata, instills patriotism in every Indian." The great nationalist poet Subramanya Bharati composed the song Vande Mataram Jen Bom in the Tamil language, meaning "let us chant Vande Mataram," and connected the masses on an even larger scale with the spirit of Vande Mataram, and translations of this song in other Indian languages also became popular. Sri Aurobindo translated the song into English. Vande Mataram, composed by the Venerable Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay, is our lyrical national prayer, unquote. The Honorable Rashtrapati Ji expressed her special appreciation for our armed forces, police, and central armed police forces, farmers, women, doctors, nurses, healthcare workers, sanitation workers, teachers, scientists, engineers, artists, craftspersons, writers, entrepreneurs, public servants, and all the people working in the government and non-government sectors, discharging their duties sincerely and efficiently while contributing to nation building. She highlighted the government's focus on women and said that, and I quote, "The active and empowered participation of women is extremely important for the development of our country. National efforts towards their health, education, safety, and economic empowerment have increased women's participation in many areas. The Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao campaign has encouraged the education of girls. Under Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana, more than 57 crore bank accounts have been opened so far. Nearly 56% of these accounts belong to women. Our women are breaking traditional stereotypes and forging ahead. Women are making their mark in every field, from agriculture to space, from self-employment to the armed forces. In the field of sports, our daughters have set new benchmarks globally. Last year in November, the Daughters of India scripted a golden chapter in sporting history by winning the ICC Women's Cricket World Cup and subsequently the Blind Women's T20 World Cup. Last year, the final match of the Chess World Cup was played between two Indian women. These examples are a testament to the dominance of India's daughters in the world of sports, and the people of the country are proud of them. The number of women representatives in Panchayati Raj institutions is nearly 46%. The Nari Shakti Bandhan Adhiniyam, which seeks to take political empowerment of women to greater heights, will provide unprecedented strength to the idea of women-led development. The role of Nari Shakti will be crucial in the making of Viksit Bharat. With increasing contribution by women, our country will set an example of an inclusive republic based on gender equality, unquote. The Honorable Rashtrapati Ji emphasized the government's focus on welfare and the development of the underprivileged segments. In this regard, she mentioned the celebration of the 5th Janjatiya Gaurav Divas on 15th November to mark the birth anniversary of Bhagwan Birsa Munda, the Adi Karmyogi campaign, the construction of tribal museums, the National Sickle Cell Anemia Elimination Mission, and the Eklavya Model Residential Schools, the Dharti Aba Janjatiya Gram Utkarsh Abhiyan, and the PM Jan Man Yojana. The Honorable Rashtrapati Ji pointed out that our Annadata farmers are the backbone of our society and economy, that, quote, priority is being given to ensuring that our farmers receive fair prices for their produce, access to loans at lower interest rates, effective insurance coverage, good quality seeds, irrigation facilities, fertilizers for increased production, access to modern agricultural practices, and encouragement for organic farming, unquote. She elaborated on the government's poverty alleviation efforts that have lifted millions of people above the poverty line. On the Antyodaya scheme, the Prime Minister's Garib Kalyan Anna Yojana, and the provision of Pakka houses equipped with water, electricity, and toilet facilities for the poor families to give concrete shape to Mahatma Gandhi's ideal of Sarvodaya. The Honorable Rashtrapati Ji made a special mention of our young population and said that, and I quote, "Our country has the world's largest young population. What gives us special pride is that our youth possess immense talent. Our young entrepreneurs, sports persons, scientists, and professionals are infusing new energy into the country and making their mark on the global stage. Today, a large number of our young people are presenting impressive instances of success through self-employment. Our youth are the flag bearers of our nation's development journey. Mera Yuva Bharat, or My Bharat, provides a technology-driven experiential learning mechanism to connect young citizens with opportunities in several areas, including leadership and skill development. The impressive success demonstrated by startups in our country is mainly driven by our young entrepreneurs. The country's development will gain momentum through policies and programs focused on the aspirations of the younger generation. And I'm confident that the power of youth will play a leading role in the making of Viksit Bharat by 2047, unquote. The Honorable Rashtrapati Ji pointed out that despite global uncertainties, India continues to be the fastest growing major economy in the world today and moving towards our goal of becoming the world's third largest economy in the near future. She mentioned the creation of a world-class infrastructure, Atmanirbharta, Swadeshi, the implementation of GST and recent labor reforms, as also the government's consistent efforts towards ease of living to improve everyday life, including through the use of technology. She said that, and I quote, "Efforts have been made to achieve national goals through public participation over the past decade. Important national campaigns have been transformed into mass movements. Local institutions in every village and city have been made instruments of ushering in progressive change. Building Viksit Bharat is the shared responsibility of all citizens. Society has immense power, and revolutionary changes occur when the efforts made by the government receive active support from the society. For example, our people have adopted the digital payment system on a massive scale. Today, more than half the world's digital transactions occur in India. From buying goods at the smallest shop to paying for an auto rickshaw ride, the use of digital payments has become an impressive example for the global community. I hope that all citizens will actively participate in achieving other national goals in a similar manner." Unquote. At the same time, she mentioned the high priority being given to the protection of our environment, on how India has steered the global community in many areas relating to the environment, and how a lifestyle in harmony with nature has been a part of India's cultural tradition. This lifestyle is the basis of our message to the global community, Lifestyle for Environment, or LIFE. The Honorable Rashtrapati Ji recounted India's contributions to humanity and said that, and I quote, "Since ancient times, humanity has benefited from our civilization, culture, and spiritual traditions. Ayurveda, yoga, and pranayam have been appreciated and adopted by the global community. Many great personalities have continuously enriched the stream of our spiritual and social unity. Sri Narayan Guru, the great poet, social reformer, and the spiritual icon born in Kerala, had said that an ideal place is one where all people live with the spirit of fraternity, free from discrimination based on caste and creed. I will try to express this thought of Sri Narayan Guru in his own words. Jati bhedham mat dvesham edum illade sarvarum sod ratven vadun matruka sthan manit. It's a matter of pride that today's India is moving forward with new self-confidence, conscious of its glorious traditions. In recent years, sacred sites related to our spiritual tradition have been reconnected with people's consciousness, unquote. The Honorable Rashtrapati Ji highlighted our defense preparedness and mentioned our precision strikes on terror centers across the border through Operation Sindhu, the need for self-reliance in defense, and the need for world peace. She ended her address by saying, and I quote, "प्यारे देशवासियों, ये हमारा सौभाग्य है कि हम भारत भूमि के निवासी हैं। हमारी जननी जन्मभूमि के लिए कवि गुरु रविंद्रनाथ ठाकुर ने कहा था, ओ अमार देशेर माटी तुम्हार पोरे ठेकाई माथा, अर्थात हे मेरे देश की माटी, मैं तुम्हारे चरणों में अपना शीश झुकाता हूँ। मैं मानती हूँ कि गणतंत्र दिवस देशभक्ति की इस प्रबल भावना को और भी सुदृढ़ करने के संकल्प का अवसर है। आइए हम सब मिलकर राष्ट्र प्रथम की भावना से कार्य करते हुए अपने गणतंत्र को और भी गौरवशाली बनाएं। मैं एक बार फिर आप सभी को गणतंत्र दिवस की बधाई देती हूँ। मुझे दृढ़ विश्वास है कि आपका जीवन सुख, शांति, सुरक्षा और सौहार्द से परिपूर्ण रहेगा। मैं आप सभी के उज्जवल भविष्य की मंगल कामना करती हूँ। धन्यवाद। जय हिंद, जय भारत। Unquote. Friends, last year in 2025, the India-France strategic partnership continued to make big strides. Prime Minister Modi visited Paris in February to co-chair the AI Action Summit alongside President Macron. Later, the two leaders visited Marseille to inaugurate the Consulate General of India, as also to pay respects to Indian soldiers who died for peace in Europe at the Mazag Cemetery in Marseille. We also began a new track 1.5 dialogue, the Raisina Mediterranean Dialogue at Marseille, which was attended by the External Affairs Minister and the French Foreign Minister. On the economic front, our bilateral trade crossed $15 billion. We also had visits by our Commerce and Industry Minister and many others. On the technology front, we continue to encourage collaboration between our startup ecosystems, and several of our startups were incubated at Station F in Paris. On the defense and security front, we had an exchange of high-level visits, apart from bilateral exercises at the armed force level. And on the cultural front, our mission to UNESCO, and we have our ambassador to UNESCO here, was able to achieve the inclusion of some of our heritage in the UNESCO Heritage List, including Diwali in UNESCO's list of intangible cultural heritage of humanity. Now, this year, we hope to continue this pace and direction. As you're aware, India and France are celebrating 2026 as the Year of Innovation, under which we would host events both in India and France. A list of some of these events is already on our website. One highlight of this year will be the deepening of India-EU partnership. President Macron will be traveling to India next month for the AI Impact Summit being hosted in Delhi. The External Affairs Minister, Dr. Jaishankar, visited Paris as the guest of honor at the French Ambassadors Conference, which was the first time ever that France had invited a non-European as a guest of honor. Indeed, this year, the EU is the guest of honor at our Republic Day parade in Delhi. And the India-EU Summit will be held tomorrow, where we are likely to see some significant announcements that would deepen our economic and defense ties. Prime Minister Modi is likely to visit France in June as an invitee for the G7 summit, which France is hosting this year. And on the cultural front, we would be operationalizing our Swami Vivekanand Cultural Center in Paris next month. There is much more to come, and I look forward to your contribution in making our endeavors a success. My special thanks to your families for their support and their forbearance in coping with your heavy workload. Thank you. Dhanyavad. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for your words. I request everyone to proceed to multipurpose hall for refreshments.